Thank you, Samskriti. Happy birthday. Let's all together wish her happy birthday.
Hare Krishna to you.
Hare
Hare Krishna
to
to
you.
you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
dear
dear Samskriti.
Samskriti.
Krishna conscious Bhakti.
Rama to you. Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
to
to
you.
you. Hare Rama, dear Samskriti. Hare Rama to you.
One chakra.
Yes,
I'm
just going too far.
never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never
I'm just
take
taking it too
birth
far.
again. May you never take birth again. Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Sanskriti. Thank you.
Happy birthday, dear Samskriti. How old are you now?
I'm 8, Mataji.
You're going to turn 8 or you're 8 already?
I'm already 8.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's great. So what did you do for your birthday today?
Nothing much, just joining school, but my cousins and friends came over.
Oh, yes, school.
Okay. So you have something planned out for the evening today?
Yes, school.
I had my exams today. I had to go to school, like
Oh,
in
you
school.
Oh, in
Dude,
school?
I didn't even have school.
Okay.
I didn't even have school.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I didn't even get school, so I don't understand how you guys.
What was the topic?
Okay. So it is Samskriti's birthday. We all wished her a happy birthday today. And then we are getting started with our lesson. And yesterday we saw something, right? What was the quality we saw yesterday? It was protection.
Protect his son.
Who remembers from yesterday? What happened in yesterday's Krishna's quality? What happened?
Like we saw the story of
Mataji showed us how to draw an umbrella.
Yes, I'm talking about the quality. What did you learn and which stories did you learn?
or someone like that.
You saw you learned about Narasimha Mehta's story.
Yes,
And we also saw the story
of a girl who was willing to drink poison, Mataji.
yeah,
Who was willing to drink poison?
Mirabai.
Mirabai. She was yeah. She was going to, but she was not at all. Even Prahlad Maharaj, if you look at him, he was at all times protected by Lord's mercy, right? I mean, even if Hiranyakashipu were to do so many atrocious things to him, but still Prahlad Maharaj, he was able to survive through everything, right? That is due to the protection of the Lord. That is due to the mercy of the Lord. And that is the quality we saw yesterday. That was protection. How the Lord actually protects his devotees at all points in time. And today,
Mataji, this 64 qualities of Krishna has been like taken like taken like 6 months or something. I think
so
it's gonna take a year.
Oh,
Today's quality is happy.
Yes, today's quality is happy. Let's just dive right into the topic. Before that, we'll get into our verses for today. All of you all raise your hands. After the count of 3, we can get started. Whoever wants to recite can go ahead and recite the verse. Okay? All right. But again, the principle is, yes, Varun, you can do with a group. Good job. Can you also turn on your video, Varun, if possible? I'm asking everybody to turn on their video so that I can see your beautiful faces.
Can I say it?
Yes, we are all going to say in groups. There is 7 participants who have raised their hands. So we will, 7 to 8, yeah. We will do it really slowly, okay? Not fast, because that is not something then that will be so chaotic, right? Krishna's may not like that sound. So we will try to do it slowly so Krishna likes it, okay? Let's all do it after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Slowly. I think some people, Hare Krishna, some people started it late, some people started early. But what did I say? After the count of 3, you all have to start. That is what I said, right? I mean, some people joined late and they continued. If you're going to join late, what you can do is you can silently recite your verse, this verse in your head, okay? That way it is not going to disturb the synchronization of the others. All right.
Mataji,
so now I want.
We all say this again? Because
no, I'm going to call whoever knows this verse memorized, they can raise their hands. That way I can see who all have raised, who all have memorized. Okay. So let's just go memorized. All right. Who wants to do it? Okay. I see some raised hands. All right. Okay. Let Ramachandra, Kavya, and 1 minute. Let me see. Kavya and Varun. Let these 3 go ahead.
Mataji, I just said the verse.
Okay, but we can hear you, dear.
Mataji, should we let Samskruti because it's her birthday?
Yes, I'm going to give chance for everybody, dear. Moksha. So this is just the first 3, okay? Krishna Naina, Varun Kasturi, and who else? Ramachandra. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you. This was very synchronized. I wanted it this way only. And Varun, turn on your video, dear. Okay. Next, next 3. Okay, Samskriti, Ramchandra, right, put your hand down. Suraj, Janavi. Can you all 3 go next? Memorize.
Yes.
Okay, that means you should not see it. But after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pitranam avyam machasmi yamasamya matamaham.
Wonderful. Okay. Good job. Okay, let's go to the translation. Who wants to read the translation? Whoever has not read anything so far or said anything so far, they can go. I will call upon Abhishek.
Yes, Mataji. Of the many hooded Nagas, I am Ananta, and among the aquatics, I am the demigod Varuna. Of the departed ancestors, are Maya, and among the dispensers of law, I am Yama, the Lord of Death.
Good job. Okay, let's go to this verse. Okay. Please raise your hands again for the memorized people. Okay, whoever has spoken already, you don't have to raise your hands, but others can. Suraj, you can put your hand down. Janavi, you can put it down. That way I'm able to see who's or not. Okay, Aditya, Kavya, and Shreya Dongre can say this verse. Okay, Tulsi, next time. Yeah, okay. I'm going to give you opportunity.
Okay. Praladashasmi daityanam kala kalayatamaham mriganam chamargrindoham nateyascha pakshinam.
Okay, thank you, dears. Let's go with Tulsi. Can you please put your hand down, whoever has said it? Please, let's give chance to everybody. Tulsi, Manjari, Pritu, Mukund. Go ahead and recite the same words, if possible, memorized.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Praladashasmi Kalakalanam Varunayam Gendroham Nigashakshinoham
Somewhere something went wrong. Yeah, somewhere something went wrong in the recitation. Maybe next time we can try to synchronize. I said only 3 people, right? I don't know. Some people started late, I believe, amongst the 3. We can carefully work on it next time, okay? Okay, who wants to read the translation?
Again, Balram say?
Mataji, can Suraj say?
Mataji,
Balaram, can you go ahead? Balaram, you can go ahead, dear.
Okay, Mataji, among the Daitya demons and the devotee Prahlad, among the subdued I am among beasts I am the lion, and among birds I am Garuda.
Wonderful. Thank you, dear Balaram. Okay, coming to the last verse, Dhruva, Samskriti, and who else didn't recite? Let's see. Please. Balram, you did say you can recite. Yeah, nobody has raised their hand. So I thought of calling somebody else, but does somebody else want to recite too? I mean, one more, I can give another one.
Mataji, can Krishna say? Mataji, can Krishna say?
Whoever has not recited any verse, I'm talking about those people who have not got a chance. Okay, all right. If you haven't gotten a chance, recite with them, okay? If you have got a chance, then we can give others a chance. Okay? No, one second. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, who wants to read the translation? Last one.
Mataji, can Akshita
Akshita has not got a chance. Yes, Akshita. Akshita.
Yes, Mataji. Translation. Oh, of purifiers I am the wind. Of the wielders of weapons I am Rama. Of fishes I am the shark, and of flowing rivers I am the Ganges.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now we will look into Krishna's quality for today, which is happiness. Yesterday we saw how powerful Krishna, what the quality of protection is. We saw from yesterday's qualities. And today we are going to see what does it mean to be happy for Krishna. Any person who is always joyful and he is untouched by distress is called happy. So Krishna, he is happy because he is always joyful, right? And he is never touched by any kind of distress. Any kind of material distress is not at all a distress for him. He is not affected.
Mataji, yesterday, the other Mataji told us about like he crying when the village was crying.
Mataji, happy is a feeling, not a quality. So maybe in there you could say that Krishna is always feeling happy because it's not.
That's basically what it means.
Yes.
Krishna is always happy.
Yes, the thing is, emotions are also a quality. Okay.
Yeah, they can.
It is not only that it is both physical and mental. The qualities that we are talking about, whatever is subtle also is something that we are discussing. Okay. The qualities also include subtle qualities of Krishna. If you look at happiness and distress, sometimes face is an index of mind. You can understand from the person's face, if he is happy or sad. Right? I mean, he may have red eyes if he's crying, or if he's feeling distress. He may have a very joyful face in the material world if he's happy, which exhibits his emotions. And again, emotions are subtle. To an extent, you can gauge from the face, but not at all points. Some people, they look sober all the time. So we can't find out what that person is going through in his mind. It's very difficult to judge what happens in a person's mind. So
Only
to your
person
question, yes, so we are going to talk about this quality for the next 15 minutes, okay? After 15 minutes, I will take 5 minutes question and answers. Till that time, eyes and ears on Mataji. Is that a good idea?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so till that time, I would like to have all your attention on me, because what we do is the first 10 minutes, we discuss the slokas, and then 15 minutes of session at least. So only 15 minutes you are paying attention to the class, not much. When you are like listening like Sukadev Goswami, like a rap listener, you know, it becomes very easy. 15 minutes is no big deal, right? So we can all have attention on me for the next 15 minutes. Is that a good idea? And
Yes,
then
Mataji.
after 15 minutes,
Yes.
I'll try to open it up for question and answer session. That time we can talk about our realizations. Okay? All
Okay,
right.
Mataji.
So let's get started. Okay? We'll try to understand. As far as Krishna's enjoyment is concerned, it is stated that the ornaments which decorated the bodies of Krishna and his queens were beyond the dreams of Kubera. Kubera, we all know, he is the treasurer of the heavenly kingdom. The constant dancing before the doors of Krishna's palaces was not to be imagined even by the demigods in the heavenly kingdom. In the heavenly kingdom, Indra, he's always sees the dancing of the society girls. That is, in the heaven, the Apsaras are always dancing before him. But even Indra could not imagine how beautiful were the dances performed at the gates of Krishna's palaces. So here there is a comparison to what happens in Krishna Loka versus what happens in the heavenly kingdom. As you all can imagine, in the Krishna Loka, the ladies of the queens were, we see that Krishna is having his enjoyment and he is witnessing the dances that are performed in the Krishna's palace. But on the contrary, we also see Indra, he is also enjoying the dance. He is also seeing the dances that are performed by the Apsaras. So is that the same? Is Krishna's happiness equal to that of Indra's happiness? Does it mean that both of them are enjoying the same thing? And does it mean that Krishna and Indra is having the same level of happiness? That is
No,
what we will see.
Mataji.
Good,
Krishna
good.
is always happier
Yes.
than any god.
Correct, correct. Yes, dear. So let's go to this next slide, understand that, okay? Gauri means white woman. Lord Shiva's wife is also called Gauri. The beautiful women residing within the palace of Krishna were so much whiter than Gauri, and they were compared to that of moonshine, and they were constantly visible to Krishna. Therefore, no one can be enjoying more than Krishna. The conception of enjoyment is beautiful women, ornaments, and riches. All these things were fabulously present within the palaces of Krishna, defeating even the imagination of Kuvera, Indra, or Lord Shiva. So that is what, again, the conclusion is that Krishna's happiness is more than anybody else, as Moksha mentioned. And if you look at the comparison that is brought about here, these women here are white women and they are all Gauri. They are all so beautiful than compared to that of a moonshine. And so that is why it is said that Krishna, he is enjoying more than anybody else. Okay. All these things were fabulously present in the palaces, and of course you can't even compare, because this heavenly planet is in the material realm. Spiritual realm is something that we can never imagine. It is beyond all our imagination. We cannot even compare. I mean, we are giving the mundane example of a moonshine, sunshine, and all that, but it's all beyond that. Just for us to perceive the information, they are giving some examples. Okay, Krishna's eyes looks like a lotus. This is moonshine. These women are compared to that of a moonshine. So, but this is all beyond our imagination. So we should think of this as, okay, you know, heavenly planets, it's material realm. Still, the happiness is temporary. Whatever that they are going through is temporary. Because if you look at Indra's kingdom, Indra will stay in his role as Indra only for a sufficient period of time. Once his punya, once his credits are over, then we cannot be serving as an Indra anymore. Whatever happiness he is enjoying, it is there only till his credits are there. Say, for example, you have a credit card. and the credit card has $500 balance. Okay, for $500, you can keep on spending how much ever you can buy within that $500 amount. You can keep on buying things, whatever, up to 500. But that is the limit. Once it goes above 500, is it possible for you to buy anything above that dollar amount?
If you have dollars, but if you don't have dollars, then no.
You can.
Yeah.
It's like
So the credit card limit is only 500. Yeah, the credit card. Yeah.
Shouldn't it be compared to a debit card? Because in debit card you can't add any more.
That is also good. What I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, either be debit card or credit card.
Because Mataji, if you have cash money, you can have infinite.
No,
Well, not
cash money,
infinite,
how
but
can
like
you
how
have
much you want.
infinite? Are you having infinite cash amount in your bank?
Mataji, I don't know if it's just me, but your voice is really low.
Yeah, I
Yes,
can
Mataji,
hear you.
you're
Your
saying.
voice is very low.
Yeah, Mataji, just now I tried to increase the volume, but you're still the same.
Okay.
Yeah, and my volume is full too.
Is it better?
Mine too.
Hare Krishna, is it better now?
No, it's the same, Mataji.
Mataji, we can't hear you.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
A lot.
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Okay, so we will just stick on to this. What I was telling was, in Krishna Loka, the enjoyment is infinite. You know, you can't compare the enjoyment in Krishna Loka to that of what we have in the material world. In the heavenly planet, Indra is a king of heavens. This post is there only till whatever punya he has, till that time he will serve as Indra. After that, you will have next Indra. He will fall back to the earthly planet, or he will go to Krishna Loka if he has perfected his life in Krishna consciousness. So the happiness you have in material world is temporary. No matter what, it is temporary. But in Krishna Loka, the happiness is eternal. Krishna's happiness and those in the spiritual world, though whoever is living there, the Nitya Siddhas, they're all eternally happy because they all are serving Krishna. That is their Swarupa. And everybody, the soul's nature is to serve the Lord. And when you're serving the Lord, you're always in that blissful state of happiness. So this is what I mean. And there is no comparison to, there is in no way, even though Kuvera is the treasurer, you can't compare Krishna's thing to that of Kuvera or Lord Indra or Lord Shiva. Okay, this Krishna's happiness cannot be compared with anybody else, and it is beyond our imagination. Are you all clear, kids? Let's move to our next.
Mataji, can I say one thing?
Yes, Mukund. Really quick.
I remember that related to this quality was Krishna's name, Sachidananda.
Wonderful. Yes, Sachidananda. Krishna is Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Yes, he is knowledgeable, he is eternal, and he is happy always, eternally blissful.
Mataji, this picture, instead of it looking like Krishna's, it looks more like Balaram.
Oh,
Mataji,
really?
you know how you're comparing like Kuvera's like material opulence to Krishna's, right? It might look like it's the same thing, but Kuvera's is material opulence, happiness, and this is spiritual happiness.
Correct. The thing is, in the material world, everything is temporary, Aditya.
Why does Krishna look more like Balaram?
Okay, so you can imagine Krishna there, okay? I'm sorry if it looks like Balram, maybe another picture next time, okay?
Mataji, it looks like Balram is dancing with some of those gopis, in that.
Okay. Yes, Krishna Naina. So for the next 10 minutes, I want complete attention again on me. Okay? All right. Not even a slightest distress can touch Krishna. Once some of the gopis went to the place where the Brahmanas were performing the sacrifices and said, "Dear wives of the Brahmanas, you must know that not even a slight smell of distress can touch Krishna. He knows no less. He knows no defamation. He has no fear. He has no anxiety. He doesn't know calamity. He is simply encircled by the dancers of Praja and is enjoying in the company of Rasa dance." So this is what is Krishna's quality. When the women, the Brahmanic women, when they were saying to the Brahmanas, you know that Krishna, he doesn't have any kind of, not even a tinge of distress he has. He knows everything and he has no defamation, meaning he's not worried about infamy and all that. He has no fear because he's the one who's introducing fearlessness in us. So the person who has no fear can only give us the fearlessness, right? And Krishna is the one who is giving us fearlessness. Then how can he have fear? He has no anxiety. Of course, he is not at all anxious about anything. We all see in Bhagavad Gita that we should never worry about or be anxious about our results. We should just perform our duty and leave the results to God. And God is the one who will give us the results. So he has no anxiety at all.
Mataji, I got a saying, do your best and forget the rest.
Correct. So these were the statements said by who? The gopis actually went to the palace where the brahmanas were performing the sacrifices, and they said, dear wives of brahmanas, you should know all these things. And he enjoys the company of the gopis because the gopis are the exalted devotees of the Lord. We all want to follow in the footsteps of the gopis, right? Dasanu, dasanu das. We are supposed to be the servants of the servants of the servants of the devotees of the Lord. Why servants of the servants of the servants? Because that is the way we can develop the mood of humility.
We shouldn't be the direct servant.
Correct. That is how we develop the mood of humility. The more menial services we perform, the more we become humble. Say, for example, in your house, if your mom is asking you to clean the dishwasher, that is a menial service. But when you start engaging yourself in that, oh, that looks really messy, I don't want to touch it, it looks really bad. No, when you are going to see, every day your parents do it for you. One day if you do it, what is there? And slowly, by developing such an attitude, you will become more humble, right? You will be able to do any kind of work then, any kind of seva. So that is why when your parents say just perform the tasks of cleaning your dishwasher or cleaning some things, we should happily do it. That way we get into the mood of performing some menial jobs. Okay, and we all know that Krishna, he enjoys dancing, doing the rasa dance with the gopis, and that is what is illustrated here when gopis actually say this to the Brahmanic wives. Okay, Brahmana's wives. Now, Srila Prabhupada, he also advises us two things. He says, you should not go and look into the pastimes of Krishna, that is, go to the rasa dance pastimes without understanding Krishna's greatness. So first, Krishna's greatness has to be understood, meaning you have to go through Canto 1, what the creation process is, Canto 2, like that you have to slowly then start going to the Rasa Leela pastimes. Once you understand and imbibe the greatness qualities of Krishna, then you can move to the qualities of sweetness. Okay, that kind of discrimination should be adopted, and that is what Srila Prabhupada says here. And then it is also said in the purport from 5.18.3 from 23 from Srimad Bhagavatam, the gopis received benedictions from the Lord that neither Lakshmi Devi or the most beautiful dancers in the heavenly planets could attain. So whatever the gopis were doing, it cannot be attained by anybody else, including Lakshmi Devi. She wanted to participate in the pastime of Rasa Leela, but she was not going to be, she was not allowed to enter into the pastime. Even if you look at the beautiful dancers in the heavenly planet, they also wanted to be in the part of Rasa Leela, but the gopis only were given this privilege. The Rasa dance, the Lord showered his favor to the most fortunate gopis by placing his arms on the shoulders and dancing with each of them individually. It is not that he's just dancing with one gopi, he's dancing with each and every gopi in the Rasa dance individually. No one can compare with the gopis who have received this causeless mercy of the Lord. This is how, because of their devotion, they were able to achieve this highest platform of devotional service. Right? We all know, depending on the mood of surrender, Krishna, he actually reciprocates with us accordingly. So we have to develop that mood. However, we want the Lord to exchange his reciprocal relationship with us, we want to develop that mood towards him so that he is able to reciprocate with us accordingly. Okay, then the next verse talks about the festive rasa dance commenced with the gopis arrayed in the circle. Lord Krishna, he expanded and entered between each and every pair of gopi, and as the master of mystic power, he placed his arms around their necks, and each girl thought he was standing next to her alone. So none of the girls were able to look at Krishna with the other lady. That was another thing. Each and every gopi thought that he was dancing, Krishna was dancing with them alone. And the demigods and the wives were overwhelmed with eagerness to witness the rasa dance, and they all watched looking at this rasa dance from their celestial aeroplanes. This is how Krishna, he reciprocated with the gopis of Vrindavan, and he it was exhibiting this quality of happiness. Okay, so we will now take any kind of realizations. And the last point I wanted to mention was, obviously, Krishna, we need to understand that Krishna's happiness is eternal. In spiritual world, the happiness is always eternal. But in the material world, the happiness, the so-called happiness, it is not exactly happiness. It is so-called. We think it is happiness. And even that thought of happiness, whatever that happiness that we feel, the material happiness, it lasts only for some time. It is very temporary. It is not, because we are all put through this material distresses, right? We all are put into three kinds of material distresses: Adhyatmik, Adipautik, and Adidevik. So we cannot escape from these three distresses. In this material world, since we are engaged in this material body, we have to go through this. But the process of devotional service, it helps you to come closer to Krishna and come out of that distress that we have, the material distress, by engaging in surrender. That is the spiritual service. By performing devotional service, by surrender to Krishna, we will be able to get out of the material distress that we have in this material world. Okay. So that is what I wanted to say. Anything else you want to share, kids? Did you all understand what I was trying to say through this presentation of Krishna's?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Good job. Anybody want?
Mataji, I have a question.
Yes. Aditya, question please.
So just in general, like to everybody else, like was the rasa dance like just some material like activity that everyone was doing?
No, this is in the spiritual world, Aditya. I'm talking about.
Oh, never mind. I thought.
Yeah. This is all in the spiritual world. Krishna, he is exhibiting this rasa dance with the gopis in the spiritual world, and it is the highest level of happiness anybody can attain, and nobody else, including Lakshmi Devi and the heavenly damsels, they were not able to get into the rasa dance, but it was given as a special privilege only to the gopis, that too because of their exalted nature.
Wait, then how were the gopis at a higher level than like Lakshmi Devi?
No, Lakshmi Devi, she's in a different bhav altogether, right? She is, we all know about Narayana. She's the wife of Narayana. She adores Narayana in the Aishwarya bhav, right? She's massaging the lotus feet of Narayana in the Aishwarya bhav.
Wait, what does that mean?
Aishwarya means he's, so Narayana is always exhibiting his, showing his opulence, right? When you go to Narayana's abode or the Vaikunta, what happens there? Everybody is in the Dasya bhav, showing, because they all understand Narayana to be the Supreme Lord, and they pray to Lord Narayana as if they are their servants. That is the mood that they have. That is Aishwarya bhav. But when you look at Krishna, here, he is having a personal relationship with the gopis. There are 5 kinds of bhav that Krishna has with his devotees, right? Sakya, Shanta, Dasya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. And here he is exhibiting the Madhurya bhav with the gopis. So here the gopis, they don't know, their perception is Krishna. They don't have the concept of Krishna being the Lord, but they think Krishna to be their personal, they think Krishna to be their lover. That is the mood that they have. They don't consider him as a god, even though they know it. That is the Krishna's, because of Krishna's love, that he being the Supreme Lord is hidden. Do you understand it? Aditya, Haribol?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, very important question. That is why it is not that we need to, she's in a different bow. That is why Mother Lakshmi was not allowed. That is, and we should not consider this as an inferior position for Mother Lakshmi Devi. She is in a very exalted position. Here, because the bhav is different, it is Madhurya Rasa, and gopis only exhibit the Madhurya Rasa. Okay, and that is the reason why Lakshmi Devi, she was not allowed to enter into the Rasa dance. Are you able to follow, kids, the last point that I mentioned?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good job.
Mataji,
Yes, dear.
can you go to the 9th slide?
Okay.
In that picture, like Krishna looks white instead of blue, and also it's like Balram. There's one pastime of when Balram is like dancing with only some gopis, not like, and then there's this monkey. He's like, and then Balram, I can't remember the monkey's name. Like, oh, it was a gorilla.
Okay. Sure, dear.
Yeah, Vivida.
Okay. All right, kids. So we will end class here.
Because
all of y'all, if we can end the class here, we will end now. Vansha
Mataji, I have a question. Mataji, I have a question.
Sharon, 1 second. Sharon, do you have a question, dear? What was your question?
Charan Amrit.
Yeah, what is your question?
My question is that why are there like so many of Krishnas over there? Are they like his expansions or something?
Yes, they're all his expansions. Each and every gopi, he expanded himself to show his loving reciprocation with them. Okay, they are all expanded.
When Lord Brahma took the kids, then...
Correct. Exactly.
Then,
in the Brahma Leela. Yes, dear. Yes. Very good point, Sharan. Sharan Amrit.
Yeah, then Krishna used his expansions to make those boys like the same.
Correct. Thank you, dear. Yes. Ratna Mataji, are you here? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Bol.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, how many stories do we have today?
I have made 2 stories, but if we have time, I'll just go with the 2.
I love
one.
stories.
Okay. Mataji, I cannot share the screen because I'm not a host or co-host.
Can a co-host make another person co-host?
Let me ask Vinita.
No, they can't do that. I don't think so.
Yes, Mataji, I'm here, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, I'm not able to.
Yeah. I didn't give you co-host, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay, kids, we will start with the moral stories. We'll start with Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Yeah. So we will be going to 2 stories, but if time possible only, otherwise we'll be ending with 1. Okay. First is about dangerous friends, like how we should not make friendship with wicked people. This is a story of a lion and the mouse. So once upon a time, there lived a mighty lion. Everyone in the forest was so scared of him except a mouse. Mouse is so little, right? But still, mouse was not so scared of this lion. It's always naughty. The lion had very beautiful mane. Mane means like, the
comes out
the hair around its neck.
Right. Yes. Yeah, the hair. So the mouse was actually thinking about, okay, I see this mane is really so fine and so soft. I think I can make a very soft bed out of his hairs. So what it does, whenever the lion goes to sleep, it slowly comes and pulls the lion's hair. And when you pull her hair, what will happen? It just gives it like an injection kind of it, like it gets pain, right? Pinch of pain. So it's this. Ouch! You're disturbing me so much. I'm losing all my mane because of you. You stupid. A lion. Sorry, a mouse. Then when it tries to, grab that mouse, immediately the mouse will run away. And the mouse is so little, right? So it just goes so soon into its burrow, and it's like, it's escaping easily. But lion was not so quick, so it's not able to catch it. Then it was thinking, okay, I need to take a very intelligent action. That is, I need to find a person who actually catches the mouse so easily. So the lion was thinking, okay, it thinks about a cat. And nicely it goes, he approaches a cat, he finds a cat near that village, jungle, and it approaches the cat and says, you know what? You and me are the same family. Your forefathers actually are like me. We are cat family. So,
Mataji,
yeah,
can I say one thing?
sure.
Um, lions and some more other things like cheetahs and tigers, they're actually called big cats.
Yep.
Wildcats.
Yep. Yeah, they're all cats family, right? They're wild and big cats, yes. So, this lion was so clever, like, it's like nicely soothing the cat, saying that, come and live with me. We both can live very good friends and kind of. And the cat was suspicious. Why this wild lion is calling me? It's so dangerous. So cat was saying that, why should I come and stay with you, dangerous animals like you? Then it want to kill that mouse, right? So, you know what? There is a very nice mouse in my cave. You can feast on him. Then cat was like little tempted, but still it's not so tempted. So it gave even more nice, uh, uh, like a, a tip kind of it, like a treat. So it said that, okay, see, I can get you these fishes every
Are
day for
Mataji,
your lunch.
Mataji, are those tuna fish?
I don't know what fish, but some fish. I'm not so good at that. So it got some fishes and said that, see, now I can get you everyday food. You just need to come and stay with me. That's all. Then it got tempted. Cat got really tempted. I said, okay, Your Majesty, I will just come and sleep with you. No problem. And I'll take, you sleep well. I'll take care of this mouse by myself. Sorry. Then cat ate all the fishes that the lion got, and while it was eating, mouse saw him, saying that, oh no, the lion had bodyguard now. I should be very careful with this cat because it might kill me. Tom and Jerry, right? They always fight. So these two are also like that. So this mouse has seen me and hence is not coming here. Let me hide somewhere. So, and the mouse was, okay, now looks like this bodyguard has left now. So let me just go and immediately get the lion's mane. As soon as it got near to the lion, the cat jumped on the mouse and killed it. And when it got killed, immediately the lion came. Wow, excellent job. You did very good job because it was so much annoyed with the mouse, right? So, so that's why it lost, it was very happy. I'm very sorry. Soon the lion stopped feeding the cat because its work is done and there are no more rats to disturb its sleep. So, but cat is innocent. So she was asking, I'm very hungry. Please get me some food. And lion was furious, saying that I'm not your servant, you fool. And immediately it jumped on the cat and killed it. So the what is the moral of the story? That never make friends with wicked people. So it's not at all good to make friends. I mean, you need to choose your friends wisely. It's not like, if they have any bad habits or, kind of a bad association, we will also get bad association, right?
If they are called like the big cats or something very scary that can like just kill people or kill you, you have to be very careful, or if they trick you or hurt you, then you have to be careful on your suggestions.
Yes.
Mataji.
So that's why not only suggestions, but you should be very careful of being associated with whom we are associating. That is important.
Devotees.
Yes, devotees are always our best friends.
We have good people, then we'll be good.
Right.
Mataji,
Right.
Mataji, if I was a cat, what I would do is like I would do my job. I'd get my fishes, and then like the next time the lion's sleeping, I'm getting away.
So you will not help your friend then.
What I would do is like call another.
Wait, I will,
and then make it.
The
I
best
would
thing
just call a swarm of grass.
Yeah, one second. What cat should do is never had taken that, that treat of whatever the lion was telling.
Or not got tempted.
Never fall for that.
Have trusted him.
Not got tempted.
He should never have trusted him.
Yes, it never got tempted. It never got trusted. Yes, everyone.
Mataji, I heard this story before.
Awesome. Very good. Now we'll go to the second story. Let me see if I can complete in 7 minutes. Okay.
The rat ate the what?
Mataji can balance.
What does that mean?
Mataji?
The balance scale, I think.
Mataji, I have a question. I
Yes,
want to say
Yes.
something.
Someone has that question. Yeah, let them complete. Tell me.
Not a question. I want to say something. That we should not kill animals in the other story. Yes. In the end part, we should not kill animals. The lion killed the animal, right? We should not kill animals.
We should not. So bad. So bad. Yes, we should not kill.
You'll get bad karma.
We should not kill, but that's what they are supposed to eat.
We shouldn't put our pets in a cage.
Yeah, I mean, animals are like, that's why they don't have the intelligence. This is like story, so listen like a story. But usually the animal's nature is killing and eating because that's their way of living. That's what Krishna has given to them. They don't have the intelligence.
Mataji,
And also that's what they're supposed to eat.
some of them just eat plants like
Yeah, like deers and everything. Like they eat.
Herbivore.
Herbivorous will eat like, plants, but carnivorous will eat.
Carnivore on the other hand, not so much.
Yeah.
Carnivores will eat other animals and omnivores will
Yes,
eat.
they're supposed to eat that. That's their life cycle. So yeah, we'll not go to that. We'll just go to the next story.
And also omnivores eat plants and animals.
Yeah. So the rat that ate balance, okay? Balance is nothing but it's shown in there, right? Like the one which goes like a measuring scale.
Mataji, people can't eat balance and so can rats.
Let's see why the title is given.
It's
Rats supposed to eat
yeah,
that doubt you'll get right now. See,
a rat can eat balance the same way you can grow.
Mataji,
the story is
and even brick.
Yeah, the story is regarding a rat, right? So let's everyone mute. And once we finish the story, then you'll understand why the name is given, the title is given, okay? So once upon a time, there lived a wealthy merchant in a village. He ran a big business. His village was situated near a river. So all of a sudden, what happened was there was a big storm came, and it's like the floods, and all the village, like, submerged in the deep water. Even it's all, the houses, factories, everything, even the cattle, everything got smashed up. So he lost so much of his business. He lost all his money and he became very poor again. So he wanted to go to a different, village to earn his money back. So when he was thinking like that, he has a iron balance which is little heavy. So he doesn't want to take with him because it's like a burden for him. So he thought that he will leave that balance with his friend Ravi. So he goes to his friend Ravi. When he goes there, he asks nicely, saying that, can I please, leave this the iron balance with you? And I'll come back and take it back for sure. Then Ravi says, yes, yes, please. I will return whenever you come back. You can just leave it here. Then Ravi was, as because he was very, this person merchandise was very happy that Ravi agreed immediately. And the merchandise left from there. After 2 years or something, I know time passed, and he earned lots of money, and he came to see his friend Ravi and to get the balance as well. So when he came, Ravi showed him his, happiness in meeting the merchant. They were like friends, right? So they were very happy. Each one shared their own experiences, what happened in this long time, everything. They sat for a long time and they were like, chatting. And while he was leaving the merchandise, he asked, can I get my balance back? Kind of. Then Ravi said that, sorry, friend, you know what happened is that there's lots of mice, that is means rats, that in my house, and they ate your balance up. He was shocked. What? How can a mice eat iron? He thought to himself, but apparently he said something different. No, something is like, going on. And he said that, okay, forget about that. Don't feel sorry, Ravi. I know it's all because of rats. Let's leave about the balance and forget about it, and I'll go back. Then immediately, at the same time, his Ravi's son came there. And while seeing him, this merchandise got saying that, an idea saying that, see, I'm going to temple now to offer ladus. And can you send your child, son with me so that I can give him ladus, and also he can look after my, shoes. They are very costly. So Ravi told that, okay, no problem, friend. I will send my son along with you. Don't worry. And kind of. So Ravi told his son to follow, and whatever that merchandise tell, do it. It took him. Then what he did, he merchandise took this son into a big cave there, and then he locked him up. He just, locked him up and said that, and he closed the door and went away. And when he returned, merchandise returned, he was like, Ravi was asking, where is my son? I don't see my son here. And immediately was saying, you know what? I didn't believe first. When he was looking, watching after my shoes outside the temple, a big vulture came and carried your son and went away. He was like, how can vulture take a young boy? It can't carry. It's like a baby means it's okay. Understood. But he's like a young boy. How can he take? You are just, bluffing. You have to give my son back. And merchandise was, no, seriously, I'm telling the truth. And this person was like, Ravi was arguing, no, you're so cheap, all kind of quarrels. Then ultimately, they went to a judge. And this judge listened everything, both the parties, and he was like thinking, no, you need to bring Ravi's son to the court. Otherwise, he would be sent to jail. Like that, because no one believed that vulture can take a young boy, and even we can't. So, but the merchant said that, you know what? How, I mean, like he was just telling, but merchant, when he ordered, the judge ordered to return the son. So he was saying, but how can I return? Because the vulture took him away. How can I return? And the judge was like, no, shut up. Just don't do that. You have to. How can a bird carry away a young boy? I don't believe you. You have to get him. Then it can be, my lord. If mice can eat my iron balance, why can't a bird carry away a grown-up boy? Then he narrated the whole story to the judge, what happened and what all happened. Then he smiled and he laughed and said that, okay, is it Ravi that you are telling this person is telling the truth? Yes. So first you return the balance, then he will return your son. So like that, Ravi understood why that merchandise has done this. Ravi admitted his guilt and he was very shamed. Then he returned the iron balance, and that merchandise has returned his boy. So moral of the story is, don't be greedy and never lie. You should never get other people's.
This whole thing started by Ravi.
This whole thing.
Whole concept started from Ravi.
Yes, he wants to. The merchandise wants to teach him a lesson. That's why he has hid his son. So making sure that he'll understand what he is actually doing wrong. That's why we should not be greedy and never also lie in any of the. It can be anything, a small thing or is a very very a minute thing, but still we should never accept which is belongs to other people. If they give us as a gift, that's fine. But if they don't give us or anything, we should not. Okay. Any questions? We have almost 8:15, so it's the other classes also there. If there are no questions, I'll just hand over to Vinita Mataji. Haribol Mataji, I think we can end the class now.
Bye.
Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyascha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Let's thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, it's Sanskriti's birthday.
Oh, she left. Bye. Krishna.
Bye, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.